Hey, what's up? Congratulations on joining Twin. The main thing I want to explain in this video is actually how to use Twin, what each part of it is, and just give you as much context as possible. Because look, yes, you could just go and figure this out on your own, but if you just spend 2 minutes with me here, I'm going to break down everything for you in this video. So even though Twin is super kind of obvious on how to use it, as you can see by looking on the screen, there are a few things I just want to quickly explain. So number one, Workspaces. Use Workspaces to keep things nice and organized. So you can have different workspaces, one for your clients, one for your personal life, one for your, accounting, for example, different automations, different projects. You can keep them all separate inside of Workspaces. Very self-explanatory, but it keeps things nice and organized. The second thing I want to talk about is the Orchestration Panel. This is where you'll be doing most of your work inside of Twin, and this is where all the automation and, cool stuff happens, essentially. This is where you're literally going to type in, every morning at 7 a.m., check my Google Calendar and tell me the weather or whatever, or your even more complicated automations, of course. And you can also see a Discover panel down here. So if you want to see what other people are using Twin for, you can actually do it by just clicking on here and seeing them for lead generation, customer service, and vice versa. So whenever you want to set up a new automation, you can do it directly from here, and you can click on the right-hand side here and, connect it to an existing workspace, or you can just pick a new workspace and just start typing. Now, a few really important things to understand about Twin is there's two different modes. There's build mode and there's run mode. Build mode is the part that organizes, researches, and understands the automation that you're looking to build. This will typically be the part that costs the most credits because it's gonna go back and forth with you on the idea, make sure that it makes sense, and it's gonna, suggest different ways to make this automation as good as possible and as efficient as possible. But the cool thing is, as soon as this automation is done and it's deployed and you're finished, it's gonna cost a fraction of the cost because it moves into something called run mode. Run mode is a more lightweight model inside of Twin, where instead of having this comprehensive reasoning like we have in build mode, it's just going to focus on actually running the automation for you. And because of that, every single time that you run something on Twin after build mode, it's going to be a fraction of the cost, extremely cheap. So what that really means is the automation building costs the most. So when you set up an automation, that's what costs the most credits, even though it's still pretty cheap. But once you've actually made those automations, it's super clear and super easy and very cheap to run. Now, the cool thing is you can see all of your different scheduled automations in this scheduled panel here. And you can also see, let's say, for example, something has like a human in the loop step. There's a needs you section as well, so you can jump into that too. Now, Twin just recently released an API. So if you want to use Twin's API, you can go to settings, API keys, and generate your own API key. And on top of that, you can import existing NAN instances. If you're using NAN or whatever, you can, put that inside of Twin too. And all this to say, it's very simple to use Twin. All you have to do is explain in clear English language what you actually want for this automation, and Twin will go ahead and build it. It's as simple as that. This isn't a chatbot. It's not just going to give you an idea hypothetically. It's actually going to go and build the thing that you want to automate exactly as you want it. And the best part is, if it breaks at any point, unlike NAN where you have to go in and fix it, it'll actually just fix itself. And you have this self-annealing loop with your automations where it's learning from its mistakes, getting better, fixing itself, and ultimately it's running on autopilot just like an employee would. Twin's big goal is to fully automate business operations, and with Twin you can do that. So I hope that you got some value out of this video, and I hope that you would check out the YouTube channel as well, because every single week I drop videos of me closing clients and automating it with Twin, or showing you new product updates. I'm trying to give you as much value as possible, so definitely go and check out that YouTube channel. But now it's up to you. Go ahead and build on Twin.